Okay, so a lot of people hear about training division and they know about the boot camp, they might know about the medical side of things, but that's not all we do here. What's your guys' role and what kind of things do you bring and teach here?
Well, I'll start out. Like I say, my name is Jack Watson. I'm kind of over the advanced level classes. Like you said, we have the Fire Academy classes, but also we have the advanced level classes, the classes that after they've gone through the Fire Academy, as they're building their career, we have classes that will advance them in their roles as either the prevention end or in the officer end of the department and stuff like that. So pretty much any advanced level class you can think of, we've got it here at Training Division.
Okay, awesome. What's like the most common or most popular class people are taking?
Well, of course, Jack schedules those, but from my standpoint, as far as an instructor, it seems like the ones that have the most interest are the prevention level classes. The inspector, the plans examiner, and the fire and life safety educator classes tend to be building up. We do a lot with the investigators as well. That's just a small piece of the puzzle. As Jack alluded to earlier, we do all of the fire officer classes, the fire marshal certification, and we've got an incident safety officer class going today. We do the instructor 1, 2, and 3, the fire officer 1 through 4. Just a whole ton of different classes. Whatever a student needs, we're able to provide that class.
Okay. And then just walk me through what the process is for an advanced level class. Like we know for the training division or for the boot camp, people do, typically 3 months of online didactic. They come down here, it's 2 weeks of all intensive, you're fully immersed in it. What does it look like for an officer level or prevention or investigator? What do those like workloads look like and how long do they actually come down here for?
The classes for the advanced level classes, everything's done online, just like the Fire Academy. Only difference is you've got a part 1 and part 2. Part 1, you get to kind of see what the class is all about. Then once you pull the trigger for part 2, you've got basically 30 days to complete that class at your location. Once you've done all the things at that class online, then you schedule your skills, just like the Fire Academy. Their skills session runs in basically a 2-week period. Ours is basically a 1-day session, unless it's an inspector course. That's a kind of a 2-day session and things like that. But generally, once you schedule your skills, you come to us. We do the skills here at Training Division. This is the classroom for the advanced level classes. And basically, you're done in 1 day. And then we've got things kind of streamlined so that hopefully, if you're coming from out of state or something like that, you can take your state test maybe the day after or the day after that, so you can do it all in one trip here to Training Division.
Okay.
Something I'll add to that too. It's kind of a value added that we put into the classes where appropriate. The fire inspector class is a good example in that. We go a little bit above and beyond in the 2 days that we've got the students, in that the state skills testing requires the students in some cases to get into the fire code, but they're not really exposed to the fire code during the state curriculum. So we have a session built in here to kind of orient them to using the fire code. It's nothing in depth, but just an hour or so out of the day, so that they aren't suddenly thrown into a skills session having to get into a book that they have never opened before. And we try to use that to give them a little bit of a better basis, better background, if you will, for when they actually get out in the field. So at least have some idea where to start looking to find, answers to questions.
Right. Would it be possible, so for myself, if I was looking to do my officer level 2, but I don't have a bunch of prerequisites, I don't have my 1041 yet, level 1 or 2, I don't have my officer level 1, would I be able to do a lot of online stuff and then come down for maybe a couple days and bang out all those classes? And then kind of do like a one-stop shop and get all the way trained up to like a level 2 officer? Is that something that's possible, or?
You could do that, but the state has certain requirements. You've got to pass Fire Officer 1 before you can take Fire Officer 2 test. So occasionally we'll have students that will come and do Fire Officer 1, Fire Officer 2. They'll take their state test for Fire Officer 1 on 1 day, and then they'll take their Fire Officer 2 maybe the next day or day after that. You can't just do it all in one single day.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Okay. The neat thing too, though, is you may be able to blend classes. For example, do your Fire Officer 1, do an instructor, do your Instructor 1 or 2, do an Incident Safety Officer, or if you're in the prevention area, you'll do a Plans Examiner, a Fire Inspector, and Fire Investigator all within a 1-week period, and get all of your skills and coursework done. So all you got to deal with at that point is just scheduling your state test and moving forward.
Okay, awesome. So I feel like for somebody like me from Canada, it'd be, if I'm making the trip all the way down here, if I can get a few things done, a few different kinds of certifications, is all the better. Yeah, where are most of your students coming from? Are they mostly from Texas, or are they from other states, or internationally as well?
The bulk of our students right now are from Texas. We occasionally get, we just had one the other day, guy from Utah.
Okay.
We get some from Arizona, states that recognize Texas's certification, so they don't have to go take their state test at that location, stuff like that. So we get students from all over. I do get occasionally some students from Canada that come through the Fire Academy. They understand the process, and they are having a hard time getting the class up in Canada because there may be a 6 month to a year wait to take the class. They can come to us, do the class, get their ISAC seal. It's just like they did their training up in Canada.
Right.
So.
Perfect. So the seals that you get at the end of the course, they're recognized internationally?
If a student passes their Texas Commission test, then they're eligible to apply for their ISAC seals. They pay for their ISAC seals, and the ISAC seals are recognized all over the world.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Anything else you guys want to add about the program, or anything that we missed while we were talking?
The only thing I would add is if you have a special need, if we can accommodate that, we'll be glad to help you, because we want students to come to us and be able to advance their career in the fire service.
And I'll add in there too. I think we have a very well developed, very professional program. I think students, when they walk away from it, the feedback that we get is that they've enjoyed the time here. They feel like they've learned something, even just with the day or two that they're here, in addition to what they picked up online. Our pass rate, for example, on the Fire Inspector certification test at the state level is one of the highest in the state. So we're doing something right. We get a lot of repeat students. We get a lot of positive feedback, and we get a lot of recommendations from students that have come through the advanced level classes, recommending the program here to coworkers and friends and so on.
Awesome. Well, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.